When the woman went downstairs to fetch household supplies, she accidentally discovered she was locked in the underground space. While searching for tools to unlock the door, she happened to notice a mysterious rope. Driven by intense curiosity, she pulled the rope. Soon, a hidden door quietly opened. Peering into the mysterious space by the faint light, reason ultimately prevailed as she suppressed her inner impulse and refrained from rashly entering this unknown space. However, her gaze fell upon a mirror in the corner. She cleverly used the mirror to guide light into the dark cave. With the help of the reflected light, she saw another door hidden deep within the passage. She couldn't help wondering what secrets lay behind that door. Eventually, she stepped into this secret passage filled with chilly air. After reaching the end of the tunnel, she cautiously pushed open the mysterious door. The ceiling lights suddenly illuminated, revealing the entire room's scene. Filming equipment was placed at the entrance, with camera lenses focused on a filthy bed. Blood-stained handprints on the walls revealed ominous information. Fear made her quicken her pace, desperately wanting to escape this horrifying place. Through the basement window, she discovered her roommate pacing back and forth outside. She quickly handed the keys to Keith outside. After regaining her freedom, she described the terrifying underground scene to Keith, suggesting they should immediately leave this dangerous place. Upon learning of the hidden space's existence, his desire for exploration was ignited, and he insisted on going down to investigate personally. Initially, she could still hear sounds from Keith underground, but soon the basement fell silent. After careful consideration, she used a chair to secure the basement door. Then she went to search for her missing roommate. Suddenly, she saw several metal cages around the corner. The bloodstains on the cages had turned an old brown color. It was obvious these cages had once imprisoned something other than animals. The fear was so intense it nearly made her lose emotional control. She moved while constantly calling out to her roommate. Suddenly, Keith appeared crawling from the shadows. His sudden appearance greatly startled her. In a panicked state, Keith told her that terrible creatures lurked here. However, before they could react, a horrifying creature suddenly appeared, blocking their path. 48 hours later, Carl entered the house. Although he owned this property, he had never lived there. The purpose of visit was to sell the property to pay off debts, but he noticed items in the room that didn't originally belong there. Despite thoroughly searching the entire house, he found no trace of anyone. After a brief moment of confusion, he began focusing on property assessment work. To maximize the property's value, he even took precise measurements of the underground space. Soon he discovered the secret passage. Rather than feeling fear, he felt excitement. He immediately took measuring tools and went deep into the underground tunnel. After a long journey, the measuring instrument in his hand began vibrating violently. Then he was pulled by some force into the darkness. Carl was so frightened, he hastily raised his lighting equipment, drew his knife, preparing for battle. However, after a few seconds, fear made him choose to flee. In the flickering light, he vaguely saw humanoid creatures rushing toward him. Extreme fear made Carl immediately get up and run. However, in his panic, he accidentally fell into a pit. It was then he discovered that she was also imprisoned there.